It's David Finke, David, F as in Frank, INKE.
Perfect, thank you. You may take a seat, please watch your step.
Thank you, Your Honor. Good afternoon, Doctor.
Good afternoon.
What do you do for a living?
I'm an obstetrician and gynecologist.
And where are your offices located?
In Beverly Hills at Wilshire and Lapeer.
Is that a medical building?
It is. It's the Beverly Hills Medical Building, I think.
And were you in those offices in February of 2018?
Yes.
And what floor were you on?
The 5th floor?
What floor?
5.
Oh, sorry. And were you ever affiliated with Cedars-Sinai in any way?
I completed my OBGYN residency there in 2010 and then remain on staff. I'm not employed by Cedars, but I'm affiliated. I admit all of my patients to that hospital.
Okay. On the 5th floor of this building in 2018, were there cameras in the hallways outside your office?
No.
And did your office sometimes make special arrangements for celebrity clients for privacy or security purposes?
We do.
And in 2018, did you have an open, well, should I put this, an open office on Saturdays? Did you work on Saturdays?
I worked Saturday office hours for about half a day for around 10 years.
To your knowledge, did anyone else in that building have Saturday office hours?
No.
Objection calls for speculation.
In February 2018, did that building have a building office?
Yes.
And what floor was that on, if you know?
4.
Okay. And did the building have a receptionist?
Not a receptionist.
Okay. Do you recall an incident in February 2018 where there was an argument with a security guard?
Yes.
Okay. And is that security guard in the courtroom?
Yes.
And could you point her out, please?
Miss Ellis?
Thank you. How did you learn of the incident?
I was in my office, in my office's office, and then heard a lot of yelling. So I immediately got up, ran down the hall, and went out into the hallway.
Do you have a clear memory of what happened next?
Yes.
Any particular reason that you have that clear memory?
It's never happened before.
Okay. And what did you do after you ran down the hall towards the yelling?
As soon as I got into the hallway and realized what was going on, my receptionist was between the plaintiff and the defendant. And there was a lot of yelling, a lot of finger pointing. And at one point, my receptionist was struck, not hard, but I remember it was like on the shoulder kind of thing. I think it was her right shoulder. And there was a phone in the security guard's hand, and the phone kept going back from the ear to point and then back to the ear. And at one point, kind of both hands were kind of flailing, but not closed fists or anything like that. More swatting.
Did your receptionist show you a cut on her forward afterwards?
I believe so. Very minor.
Okay. And what is the receptionist's name? The woman who was between Ms. Ellis and Cardi B?
Tiara.
So you see all that. You've gone out into, and I'm sorry, where was this? Was this in your office or in the hallway?
The main hallway of the 5th floor, just right outside the elevator.
Okay. And you hear yelling, you open the door, you see what you've described. What happened next? Let me ask, what did you do next?
I tried to de-escalate the situation, separate the two, and get our security guard back in the elevator and off the floor.
Do you remember anything that you said in trying to de-escalate?
I remember repeatedly, I was trying to match sort of with body, language, the intensity of it to get across the point that this was not okay, and this is your job.
And who did you address that to?
Ms. Ellis.
Okay. And did she say anything in response?
I don't remember. There was a lot of name calling going back and forth between the two and threats, that type of thing. But my primary objective was to get our security guard back in the elevator and off the floor.
And how did you accomplish that?
Repeating myself over and over and over. And I can't remember if I was holding the elevator door open or I've been trying to think about that. I have no idea. I remember pushing the button if it wasn't, but just to try to get the elevator there and get Ms. Ellis back on it.
Did you come between your receptionist and Cardi B, between them on the one hand and Miss Ellis?
I think to the side.
Okay. What did you tell her to try and get her to move into the elevator?
To stop and to do your job.
Did you say that repeatedly?
Yes.
Did you say it in a loud voice?
Yes.
And what was she doing when you were saying these things?
Yelling and pointing. I think at that point, there was enough distance between the parties that there was no longer, any gestures that could be construed as violent.
Okay. And at that point, had the Cardi B and the receptionist gone back into the office, into your office?
Yes, as soon as Miss Ellis stepped back on the elevator, Cardi and Tiara were headed back into my office.
At any point, were you face to face with Miss Ellis?
Yes.
And can you estimate how close you were?
It was close proximity,
Okay.
within a foot.
Okay, within a foot of her face.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yes.
sorry. Did you see on her face any scratches?
No.
Did you see on her face any cuts?
None.
Did you see on her face any blood?
No.
Did you see any injury at all on her face that day?
None.
And did you see spit or spittle or any other fluid on her, anywhere on her?
No.
During the course of this, did you hear Ms. Ellis say something to the effect, and I apologize, I will fuck your shit up?
Yes.
At any time, did you see Cardi B spit on plaintiff?
No.
Did you see her spit on anyone?
No.
Did you see Cardi B take a swing at plaintiff?
No.
Did you see Cardi B hit plaintiff?
No.
Did you see Cardi B scratch or cut plaintiff with her fingernails?
No.
Did you see Cardi B threaten to get plaintiff fired?
No.
Did you hear Cardi B call plaintiff the N-word? And by that I mean the whole N-I-G-G-E-R.
No.
Did you hear Cardi B call plaintiff fat or poor?
No.
Did you ever see, did you see plaintiff, I take it you saw plaintiff hit your receptionist, is that correct?
Yes.
At her deposition, plaintiff testified that she was, quote, just focused on getting downstairs, close quote. Is that consistent with what you saw?
No.
Okay. And why is it not consistent with what you saw?
It took me, I would have guessed 30 to 45 seconds to get her to get back on the elevator.
After you got plaintiff in the elevator, what did you do next?
Went back into my office.
And did you examine Cardi
I saw her that day, yes.
in a patient room?
Yes.
And did she have 3-inch nails on her fingers that day?
No.
And how is it that you know that?
I make a point of looking at people's fingernails. I have no idea why. It sort of lightens the room when you're doing an exam, when you're about to do a pap smear, to say, oh, that's a really cool color. Where'd you get it? I can kind of tell all of the nail trends in the city. because it's bizarre that once you see one type of nail polish, then that next 2 months everyone has it. And it would have just stuck out to me.
To your knowledge, did Cardi B complain to the building about plaintiff's conduct?
No.
Did you take steps to make the building aware of plaintiff's conduct?
Yes.
And what steps did you take?
I called our practice administrator that day, and given what I had witnessed of the conduct of our security guard when I was out there, I said she needs to go. Then my administrator on Monday morning, I think, took Tiara down and made a statement for the building, and then the building proceeded to do what they did.
Okay, thank you. Those are all the questions I have for you, sir. Thank you.
All right, cross-examine.
Good afternoon, Doctor.
Good afternoon.
You're at 8920 Wilshire Boulevard.
Yes.
Are you aware that I'm across the street from your office at 9025 Wilshire Boulevard?
Nope.
When I approached you outside and I wanted to speak with you, isn't it true that you were unwilling to speak with me? Is that correct?
Yes.
And when the defense wanted to speak with you, you did talk to them, correct?
Yes.
You even prepared a declaration, and you gave them permission to sign it on your behalf.
Yes.
And you are here because you want to testify in favor of your patient, correct?
I'm here because I'm one of 4 people who were in the hallway that day.
Right.
And I'm here to tell you what I saw.
And you've been, I'm sorry, go ahead.
And I'm just flabbergasted by the allegations
Fair.
that don't seem congruent with what I saw that day.
On how many occasions did you speak with the attorneys from the defense
In person or over the phone?
combined?
In person once, twice, including today. Over the phone 3 times.
What did you talk about that was so important 3 different times?
They wanted to know what I knew. They wanted to see if they could get a hold of Tiara, who no longer works at our practice. That's the nuts and bolts.
Okay. You are a licensed gynecologist in the state of California since 2007?
Yeah.
And in your field, your specialty deals with below the waist, correct?
Yes.
What is the reason you would think to look at Imani Ellis's face when you have 2 people that are yelling at each other with someone in between? Was there a reason that you were specifically at that time looking at Imani Ellis's face to tell us whether there was a scar, a cut, or anything to her face?
When at that moment, she was closer to the elevator, there probably was about 3-4 feet between the 2. And I got between her and them. And the elevator was directly behind her. So I was making direct eye contact to try to be as assertive as I could.
Okay. Isn't it true that you don't remember what you ate a week ago? Fair?
Objection. So Steve,
This incident happened 2,741 days ago, 7.5 years ago. You agree?
Correct.
In those 7.5 years, did you take any notes of what happened on the date of the incident?
I did not.
Okay. So everything you're telling us right now, from 7.5 years ago, is from your memory of what occurred, correct? And having all these conversations with defense counsel maybe help refresh your recollection, correct?
No.
No?
The majority of solidifying it in my brain over all these years is partially because the people who were involved in it, who were there that day in my office, would recount the story from time to time. And it was a very vivid memory and interaction.
When you got there, Tiara Malcolm, your receptionist, was already outside, correct? Okay.
Yes.
Are you aware that Tiara Malcolm and even Cardi B have testified that for 40 to 50 seconds, you and Tiara Malcolm were not there? Are you aware of that?
Objection is their presence to testimony.
I would guess it was shorter than that, but if their recollection is 40 to 50 seconds, I mean, as long as it takes me to go down the hallway and out into the hall, the type of yelling that was taking place was alarming, and so it was like, get there right away. I can't give you an exact time frame, but it wasn't more than 40 to 50 seconds.
And aside from Cardi B, do you service other celebrities?
I do.
Many different ones?
Over the years,
And it's your impression, strike that. It's important to you to help Cardi B in this case so you can continue to receive celebrity clients, correct?
it's very important for me to tell what happened that day and to ensure that anybody coming to my office, celebrity or not, doesn't have that type of experience.
Understood. But you had not gotten there until after many things occurred between the two of them, correct?
Objection calls for speculation. Explanation.
Sustained.
Earlier, you testified that you saw Imani Ellis hit your receptionist.
Yes,
You remember seeing that?
yes.
How come your receptionist didn't say that?
Objection.
Sustained.
Are you aware that your receptionist who was facing Imani Ellis did not say that?
Objection.
Are you aware of that at least?
I'm not aware of that.
Did your receptionist ever tell you that Imani Ellis hit her?
Yes, in the recollection of everything back and forth, and then she had a thing on her forehead.
Right.
It was very apparent to me that no hits landed on anybody else except for her,
Okay.
my receptionist.
And your receptionist specifically told you that Imani Ellis hit her, correct?
I saw it.
I understand. But did your
I
receptionist
don't know
tell
that
you?
she remembered it. I mean, I don't. Everyone's adrenaline was kind of elevated, and once we kind of recounted, there's some background as well. We had an attorney visited our office a few times in the weeks after the incident, inquiring what happened and various things, leaving a business card. So we talked about it a lot, and I think we both concluded that the only one who was smacked was her.
Did that receptionist make any type of claim against Miss Imani Ellis?
No,
Why not?
Objection calls for speculation.
Sustained.
In your declaration, you state that on one occasion, plaintiff's counsel left a business card. I'm the plaintiff's counsel. Did I leave a business card in your office?
Objection.
Do you know? I withdraw the question. Do you know if I left a business card in your office?
Objection calls for speculation.
you personally, I do not. It was a male, dark hair, darker beard, and a different receptionist got the business card, who wasn't working that particular Saturday. And I think at one point I came out on a different occasion when this person was came to the check-out desk, not the check-in desk, on a different date. And I said, you need to leave.
Okay. The declaration that you signed yesterday, have you read it?
It was read to me.
Okay.
Your Honor, just an objection.
Sustained.
Can you look at the photograph in front of you?
Could you identify the counsel, please?
Do you see the photograph?
Yeah, I'm gonna the record counsel.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, I don't remember the exhibit number, but it's a photograph of Cardi B from 2018.
Your Honor, it's exhibit 232.
Thank you.
For the record, exhibit 232. Do you see the photograph?
I do.
Are you aware that this photograph was taken on February 18th of 2024, which was 1 week before the incident? Are you aware of that?
Objection, Your Honor.
Sustained.
Do you know when this photograph was taken?
Objection, Your Honor.
Overruled.
No, but it probably was around the time of the incident, I would guess.
And, if you look at the fingernails, since you're a fingernail man, if you look at these fingernails in the photograph, and sorry, I wasn't trying to be rude, I'm just making a joke. If you don't mind. The fingernails that are in this picture, are these the same fingernails that Cardi B was wearing on when she entered your office on the date of the incident?
I think so.
Are you sure?
I didn't memorize them, but I know that they weren't 3-inch long with a spear at the end.
But you're not sure if these are the same fingernails, correct?
I believe they are.
Was Cardi B's hair this way when she came to your office, the same way in this photograph here?
Objection, relevance.
Sustained.
Scope.
Was Cardi B dressed this way when she appeared in your office?
Objection, relevance. Outside scope.
When you came out into the hallway, did you hear Cardi B yelling profanities at Miss Ellis?
Yes.
What were some of the words without going into detail? The F word? the B
F's and B's and all of it.
So both sides were yelling at each other?
It was an epic yelling match.
Okay. And when you heard this epic yelling match, it was so loud that you heard it while you were inside of your office? Is that correct?
There's an additional hallway in between the main hallway and the office I was sitting in. And all the way at the south side of the building. Yes, took a lot of energy for me to hear it.
When you walked out of your office, you didn't know what areas of the body Miss Imani Ellis was claiming injuries to at the time, correct?
Objection.
I withdraw it.
I'm just asking a fact question.
Do you know what areas of the body Imani Ellis, what areas of her body were injured at the time of the incident?
Objection, argumentative, lacks foundation, contrary to all the evidence in the case.
Sustained.
Did you have a reason to focus on any part of Imani Ellis's body when you came out?
No,
So, in your state of mind when you walked out, you heard lots of screaming, 3 different women doing something, and you were focused at the whole thing, weren't you?
yes, that was before I asked her to leave multiple times,
Of course.
but face to face.
Right. But when you did come out, you saw 3 different women and your receptionist in between Cardi B and Imani Ellis, correct?
Yes,
And when you were facing that, your focus was not only at Imani Ellis, it was at everybody, correct?
yes,
Okay. And there was a lot of commotion and yelling and screaming and excitement at that very moment, right?
correct.
And for how many seconds when you first arrived, how much time passed before Imani Ellis went away?
It seemed like a long time. It probably was 45 seconds.
So in those 45 seconds, did you have a chance to examine Miss Imani Ellis?
I didn't examine her, I looked at her.
Okay. Did you specifically look at her face for some reason?
I was looking directly at her face for at least 20 seconds or so.
Okay.
repeating myself over and over and over.
Right. And when you were doing that, you weren't looking for a scar, were you, or a cut, or any kind of damage to her face?
Objection, asked to that.
Sarah?
Sustained.
Do you have any experience in plastic surgery?
Objection, development.
Over.
You may answer that.
Define plastic surgery.
You're the doctor.
I do cosmetic procedures on the vagina, the vulva, and I also do microneedling with radiofrequency procedures, CO2 laser ablation of things. I don't do the face.
Understood. So, if there was any damage to Miss Imani Ellis's face, if there was any kind of injury to it, would you have known?
I would assume I would see blood or a big scrape or some physical damage.
And when you were out there and you were between the three of them, the three women, when you were there, and in those 45 seconds, did you see the cut to your receptionist's face at that time, not later?
No,
You didn't see it.
I never looked directly at her until we were back in the office.
But at that time, it was there, right? During the 45 seconds, it had already.
Well, sometimes little scratches like that might not show up for a little bit.
What's a little bit?
Well, if I just scratch my hand like this, I might see it out in the sun, 10 minutes later from just erythema.
Okay. So if Imani Ellis got a scratch, she could also develop it 10 minutes later. Fair? You just testified to that. Isn't that true?
Counsel to tell us what he testified to, but I would object, Your Honor. Mr. Thank
All right, why don't we ask what this witness knows about the incident?
When you spoke to defense counsel 3 times, which attorney was it? Was it Mr. Anderson or Mr. Lamb or Ms. Moore?
Over the phone, Miss Moore.
Every time?
Probably, yes.
And for you to come down here and testify, you had to at least cancel half the day of your work, correct?
I canceled my whole afternoon on a day's notice.
Are you getting paid to be here?
No,
Why are you testifying if you're not being paid? Were you subpoenaed?
I was not.
So you came voluntarily.
I did.
And they believed that you would appear here today in court with no subpoena. That's how confident they were that you were here to help them, correct?
Sustained. Any other questions?
When Cardi B came into your office after the incident, what did she tell you?
I apologized. She was more calm than I thought she would be. She didn't complain about the incident or to me afterwards, which I was kind of surprised about as well. I would have been upset if I were the client. And then we proceeded to help her with what she came in for.
Could it be that she didn't apologize because she was the one that assaulted Miss Ellis?
Sustained.
Did you
How
have?
about stopping with the could it be's and just ask him what happened, what you saw, what you heard, what he smelled?
Yes, sir. Can you look at the photograph again? The one that you have in front of you, exhibit 231 or 232? This one. In the photograph, you will see nails, fingernails with some rhinestones on top of them. Do you remember seeing rhinestones on Cardi B's fingernails when she came into your office on the date of the incident?
Objection. This characterizes the evidence in the photograph.
Over.
Yeah, I mean, they were decorative. She was not made up. She was in plain clothing, but the nails were done.
And those rhinestones, were they sharp and pointy?
I think rhinestones in general have rough edges.
And they're sharp and pointy and with rough edges?
On the back, on the front side of the nail, on the top of the nail, they look like they project.
And I see that you're wearing glasses. Do you wear them? Were you wearing your glasses at the time of the incident?
I'm 99% sure I wasn't, because up until a couple of years ago, I just wore contacts.
Were you wearing contacts at the time of the incident?
Yes.
So there was no vision issues.
No.
I have no further questions. Thank you, Doctor.
All right, redirect.
Yes, Ron, just a few. I guess I'll do it from here. Doctor, you said that you were one of 4 people in the hallway. So that's you, Cardi B, Miss Malcolm, and the plaintiff.
Correct.
Was there anyone else in the hallway?
No.
Is it correct? Counsel asked you about cuts bleeding. Do cuts and scratches tend to bleed more if they're on the face than if they're on some other part of the body?
Objection calls for expert opinion outside the scope of this witness.
Oh,
Can you repeat the question?
Sure. Is there a difference in the tendency to bleed if the cut or scratch is on your forehead or cheek than if it's on another part of your body?
The head face is generally, has greater blood flow,
Okay.
smaller blood vessels.
As a fingernail guy, have you seen fingernails where the rhinestones are flat? They're actually just little inserts. They look like rhinestones, but they're flat.
Objection calls for speculation.
overruled.
I have seen objects put into, I would guess it's an acrylic nail, and somewhat buried. I have seen that.
Do you have any recollection now, 7.5 years later, whether the rhinestones in that photograph and on Cardi's fingernails were actually 3-dimensional or were flat?
Objection calls for expert opinion.
Overruled.
No recollection.
One second. No further questions. Thank you very much, Doctor.